This video is going to show you how you can loop through an array and just demonstrate the people that are in a list. So what I've got here is I've declared my list of people, and they are called Ray, Jennifer, Ray, Hamza, Ariane, and Kelly. Now, what I want to do is output those people, but you can see I've declared my array size here. There are 6 individual people. Now we know from our previous video that arrays start at 0. So we've got position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is why down here we are using a for loop, and we are going to have I as the starting point, 0. And that is going to go up to 5. All right, because it's going to go up to less than 6. So hopefully the logic there makes sense. So the value of I is increasing. You could use the word count if you wanted. So I could change that to count equals 0, while count is less than 6. Change the value of that to count. So we're using the variable count as an index, all right, as our number. So if I run that now, you will still get the same result. What's happening here is it's using the value of count, all right, joining it to a string with the equal symbol, and then taking whatever is in that placeholder inside that array and emptying it out into your string and joining it all together. Now, you might want to count how many times a specific person is in your list. So let's do that. So I'm going to go int, and we're going to go count people equals 0. So I set that up. But what I can do now is I can do an if. So although I'm printing people out, I can say if, all right, people, let's open up our brackets because obviously we're working in C++ here. If people, brackets, count is equal to Ray, then what we're going to do is count people equals count people plus 1. So that's now making that value go up by 1. Now, when we finished our for loop, I can now do cout total times Ray appears in list. List is, I'm going to join that there, count people, full stop. Let's make this a little bit smaller so you can see it all fitting on the screen. End L, end line. What that should do is say the total number of times that I appear in that list. Okay, so I can use it to go for each item, and if the value of that is Ray, it's going to put the people counter up by 1. Let me make sure I remove that. So let's run that now. Total times Ray appears in the list is 2. So what I've done here is I've got my list of people stored in an array. I've set a counter variable that I can use to count how many times somebody appears. I've done a for loop with the total number of people in the list, all right? Then on top of that, I've got my output here where I've joined the count variable, all right, which is my position, my index, to the actual value. We use the index, so if it was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, to find the position in the list. And then as part of that, while it's inside the for loop, I have counted how many times an item is in the list. All right. Have a go at that program. All right. And there are some exercises to try as part of today's lesson.